miss Coach Laura, so whenever you call me. I'm excited to announce the 2024-2025 edition of the Shield. It's finished. It's finished. It's finished.
Yes.
So this is my third year as the yearbook advisor. It's my third child also. So as with the third child, things get a little cray-cray around here, okay? But we have a lot of creativity that goes into the yearbook, collaboration for sure, new ideas, which is also amazing, and encouragement for each student. So now we have a special part of our program. For this year's yearbook dedication will be revealed by our board treasurer, Mr. William Kramer, with his assistant, Mr. Drew Jernigan, president of our board of trustees. So thank you guys for coming, and I'll turn it to you, maybe.
It is our pleasure, as your past board president and your current board president, to, on behalf of the board of trustees, to dedicate this year's yearbook. If you don't know, students, what a board of trustees is, we're a bunch of people who don't work here. Sometimes it feels like we do. We get paid. Take care of the school in really big ways and help us go on. And we are here to dedicate the yearbook this morning to somebody who's been doing that for almost 30 years. And that's where I brought this with me. There we go. And that is our treasurer of almost 30 years, Mary Catherine San Juan. Some of us feel like employees, nobody wants Mary Catherine. She spent countless tens of thousands of hours, weekends, nights, here at home, making sure that this school is healthy, making sure that it's strong. And she's finally decided that it's time to move on to other things.
A great person to hand the reins over to, Mr. Kramer.
To be determined. And I wanted to read a part of the dedication that's in your yearbook. It's written by her sister-in-law, Caroline San Juan. She is. So it'd be really awkward if I stood up here and talked about how I was your best friend at 10 and her roommate. So if you want to read the rest of it, buy a yearbook. But it starts out, if ever there was an angel among us, it would undoubtedly be Mary Catherine San Juan. Mary Catherine embodies gentleness, devotion, love, integrity, and diligence in the most remarkable ways. She's a steadfast source of grace, selflessness, and compassion for everyone blessed to know or work with her. If she seems too good to be true, I assure you, she is every bit as extraordinary as she appears. Throughout the years, Mary Catherine has held many meaningful roles in Nativity. Her most cherished have spanned more than 2 decades, a period when at least one of her 3 children, Eddie, Lydia, and Amari, were here. She was a constant and comforting presence, serving as home mother for their classes, chaperoning and chauffeuring countless field trips and events. Lydia affectionately calls her mother the most epic mom ever, saying one thing that stood out about her is that she never let any kid feel left out. If someone forgot their lunch, she would bring one. If a friend didn't have flowers for a performance, she'd go buy some. If someone needed a ride, she'd take them. She was everybody's mom. Her deep love and respect for everything that makes our school so special fueled Mary Catherine's tireless dedication for nearly 30 years as treasurer of its board of trustees. Judy Hughes, a former head of school, said there is no way to attempt to describe what Mary Catherine has done for Holy Nativity of this school. She's been the steady voice of reason against some people who might be unreasonable, the protector of financial security, the researcher of banking and business choices, the opposition when necessary, and the promoter when appropriate. Mary Catherine helped guide HNES through transformative milestones, including the addition of a middle school, the transition into the larger Cope School campus, and some of the biggest obstacles that impact our schools, such as Hurricane Michael. Day in and day out, Mary Catherine was a calm, beautiful, go above and beyond, brilliant woman, got us through it all, somehow ensuring its success every time. So Edward captures it, Mary captures the essence beautifully. She is the most selfless person I've ever met. She works, this is her husband. She works tirelessly as a parent, as an employee, and as a volunteer, never seeking praise or drawing attention to herself in any way. She loves to serve others, and she loves Holy Trinity as a whole school. Congratulations. Thank you. And you want to say?
Yes, I would like to say, first of all, I was tricked. This is for Mr. Kramer, who's also very deserving of recognition. But I would probably want to say, for all the children here, that when you grow up, it's a really good thing to volunteer, because when you volunteer, you meet so many beautiful people that come in your lives, and you all love the same thing. So the people you see here and the people you see behind me, they've all helped Holy Nativity, because it's a wonderful school. So if you're not near Holy Nativity or living somewhere else, help and volunteer. Volunteer at the school or some other thing that you're really, really passionate about. Because it's a family, and that's what Holy Nativity is. It's a great family, and I'm so blessed to be part of it. I'm so blessed to have met people like Mrs. McDaniel, who I love and admire so much. She was the one, I'm on the hook because of her. She invited me to be on the board years ago. You're welcome. But also all the teachers and families and my family who spent countless hours babysitting, shuttling kids to karate and soccer and guitar and all of that. It was a team thing. They all helped as well, because we love Holy Nativity, and I hope you love Holy Nativity and will continue to support it.
You can't reveal the cover yet.
Okay, I won't reveal it. I won't reveal it. Okay. I'll keep it hot.
Here's the best coming down there.
Okay, so we've got the reveal. Amazing. And just like Miss Susie said, this place is special. It really is. And it's filled with so many special teachers and students. Okay. So creating this yearbook is a team effort. It takes dedication from both students and staff to bring the story of our school to life. There are a few special people I want to recognize without whom this book simply would not be possible. So first, huge thank you to Miss Marion and Miss Terry. So the yearbook would just be white pages. They take all the pictures. As an example, Miss Marion's taking a picture of me saying her name for thanking her for taking pictures. So it's just great. And every event, it's either Miss Marion and Miss Terry are there to make sure that we capture those memories and make sure we're telling the story. So thank you so much for always being there, even when I can't. Your commitment is incredible. Really appreciate it. Every day. And a vital player, another person that usually is behind the scenes, well sometimes, for taking pictures. She's our quiet powerhouse, consistently sharing photos, milestones, achievements from our school's Facebook page. She keeps an eye out for moments that matter and makes sure they're celebrated here in our yearbook. Thank you for your words and your watchful eye, Mrs. Booth. Thank you so much. But a lot of the verbiage I just took right from Facebook because I know it's accurate and I know it's celebrating the people it needs to. So thank you so much for always being vigilant. So now it's time to recognize some of our yearbook staff. So they are the ones who had access to the yearbook. There were maybe a few funky pages. They said, let me go ahead and let me judge that up a little bit. These students are storytellers and designers, and they really stood out in their classes as those who took charge of the book and made it something special. So I'd like to call two ladies up here. It's certificate of awesomeness, and I may have created that, but these ladies 2 years in a row, I went back and I looked at last year's yearbook, I said, well, they did it again. So I would like to welcome up Candy Brown and Ellie Terrell. Come on up here. They love you. So our student editors, they're listed on the front page. Times two. Good job, ladies. Okay, so now it's time to introduce the art. That's the cover they were holding so secret in the back, and on the inside, front cover and inside back cover, we honored 4 students for their art. This year's theme for our shield was Anchored in Love, and we just managed to keep this a secret somehow, I hope. So we have 4 students, and we're going to celebrate from back to front, if that makes sense. So from the inside back cover, it's a 5th grader, Emery Duncan, dressed as a It's a lot of pages. She gets her art framed, and it's beautiful. She wears this every day. Then we have our inside front cover. It belongs to a 3rd grader, Rose Applegate. And we have this surprise for Rose. Look at this face. Really, truly hard work. They will get to see their work for years to come in their very own yearbook. So for the back cover, the very back, Alex Moore. He was surprised too, I think. And remember, Anchored in Love, so if you look at some of their artwork, you'll see some hearts and some anchors. It's really wonderful. And the cover, the most important part. We all see it, and we'll see it for years. Libby Boggs, get up here. So now we can finally show it. They are beautiful representations of our theme this year, Anchored in Love, and everybody will get their own copy on May 20th, okay guys? So, gotta wait a little bit, but good job guys. One more big clap.